Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to control the odds in your favor? You wanted to force people to do things that they really didn't want to do, and it showed. You pushed them away. You ever push somebody away so far to where you can't even bring force to bring them back? That's because you shouldn't be forcing anything in life. Don't force anything in life. And that's what we'll be discussing in this video. Yo, yo, yo. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗵𝗴, how you feeling? Don't force anything in life. You see, there was a situation when I was in high school and I was a part of the basketball team. There would be situations in which I wanted my coach to see me. I wanted the assistant coach to see me. I wanted the trainers to see me. Every day, religiously after practice, because I didn't play in the games. The coach had favorites. I wasn't in that bunch. Every day after practice, I went to them separately in the office. Sometimes when they were alone working out with other players, I would ask them, yo, coach, how did I do today's practice? And they would give me the runaround, right? But I would have to force my way in the conversation every single day until they told me, stop coming to me and just do this. And I would do it. Would that increase my odds of getting in the game? No. Because they already had their mindset on their select 6, select 7. I wasn't in that bunch. But every day religiously, I used to ask them, what can I do next practice to be better? This was my junior year, a little bit of my sophomore year. My senior year, I was done with that because I worked my ass off. I'm busting ass in practice and I'm still not getting any playing time. It's out of my control. I'm not going to use any force. I'm not going to use any force to get my way in to affect y'all's minds. Not going to do it. So I stopped. And I had a phenomenal high school career. Basketball taught me a lot. That taught me to not force anything. And I was never a person. I don't even have that in my character consumption. I don't even have that in my character to force people to rock with me, force people to do something for me, force people to be my friend, be my girlfriend. I have never been somebody to equip force on somebody else to make them do something in my favor. I've never been that type. So I knew when I was going to my coaches every day religiously that I am going outside of my character. That clearly hasn't worked and won't work. Don't force anything in this existence. There's been so many times when we have felt the strong need to manage and manipulate everybody. Now, we don't really view it as manipulation, but when we expect our friends, cousins, family, girlfriends, spouses, and partners to do something for us and have a certain image that they don't even see of themselves, that's a form of spiritual mental coercion. There's no need to exhibit that force. Because on the flip side, when you allow things to orchestrate themselves to you, then you're operating like the universe does. Then you're operating with that law of oneness, that law of pure potentiality, that I am a part of anything and everything. Nothing in this world is outside of me. I am in this world, but not of it. Okay? That's one of the main things I learned. I am going to just be in one spot, and that is going to do me more in my progression in my life, that's going to do me more of a service than a disservice. Because guess what I can do? I can stay in one spot and turn. I can observe them over there. I can turn this way. I can observe them. Over a 10-year span, 5-year span, they're doing the same things. They're doing the same things. They haven't moved. They haven't moved. But what you've done is you've equipped it the law of least effort. Because you've done the ultimate force. You've played that card. You've played that hand too many times. And you lost. So to do the same thing over and over, while it's thinking that you're going to get a different deck of cards or you're going to play a different game, insanity. Insanity. What game are you playing? Well, scratch. Okay, what game did you think we were playing? After all this time, you thought we were playing ping pong whole time. They playing football. You in the wrong game. And you didn't ask any questions. You just wanted to put your force and just put your 2 cents, as they say, in the middle of the pot and let everybody up. You can't do that. Don't force anything. You see, it's very stoic, and it is very concise to master your mind. And when you are on that journey of mastering your mind, you realize that your thoughts are not yours. You realize that your reality is predicated on somebody else's way of living. And they have a lot of fears. They live in fear. So you can say that 90%, 95% of their actions that they do in this world is based on fear, rejection, stress, and worry. You don't worry. You don't stress. You've never been in fear. You've been a risk taker. They have felt inadequate, and you heard the undertone from their inadequacy. You've heard it. So, you are who you be around. You are who you hang around. So with that, you are subconsciously taking their inadequacy and putting it onto your character. Think of it like you're at the beach. There has been people before you the previous day that have went out long into shore, okay? Long into the ocean. And they just dropped plastic. They just dropped a lot of trash. Wrappers, candy wrappers, goldfish wrappers, plastic bottles, okay? Now, they were in a boat, so they just dropped it off and they drove away. But when you go to the beach and you're putting your feet in the sand and you're making sand castles and whatnot, you're making them close to the shore, close to the water. So over time, you don't know where it came from or who it came from, but the trash that these delinquents that they left out there is going to eventually come to the shore. Now you have all of this trash next to your sandcastle. You didn't do it. You didn't create this mess. But what are you going to do with the mess? You gonna stop going to the beach? You gonna stop going to that beach? You're gonna stress, you're gonna worry, you're gonna talk about pollution, you're gonna talk about how the water's so dirty because everybody just, you're gonna complain, you're gonna make a change. We're not gonna force anything. Don't force anything in life. When you allow things to flow to you like water, when you achieve that flow-like state, and you allow things to just be, just flow, and you're a part of that, miracles, just as they have in the Quran, the Bible, and all these historic texts. These are miracles that the universe is going to grant you by you being a part of that, because you are not only achieving that least effort, okay? You are not going to overexert yourself. You realize that you have to do less and accomplish more. So that's what you do. And you are exerting that. Plus, you're putting action with that. And that third thing, you're watching the fruits of your labor, the fruits from your trees, fall right into your lap. Now that's the beauty of not forcing anything, because you exhibit and embody all of those things. The manifestation, the action, and the reciprocation. All of that into one. Miracle. Some call it luck. I call it a practice of powerful habits. I call it a practice of spiritual laws. That's what I call it. Remember, this world is a reflection. This world is going to reflect your feelings and your emotions right back to you. So once you be in the moment, look around, they haven't changed, it's time for you to make one.